Sophie Vincent is some piece of work. She's a mean one, a nasty. Someone who doesn't play nice because, frankly, she doesn't care if you like her or not. She could blow your whole life apart if you crossed her, and quite often did. Very few braved her beastly exterior. She liked it that way. To her annoyance, this lovely routine was thwarted the minute a handsome hospice nurse named Fletcher Sullivan popped up on her doorstep with one goal in mind: reunite Sophie with her estranged mother before it was too late. Rose Thibodeau wasn't just Sophie's mother. She was a world-renowned author of the best-selling and beloved Pudgy series of books, all inspired by Sophie's childhood mishaps and failures. These were published far and wide for the whole world to see. For that, Sophie decided, her mother could never be forgiven. However, Fletcher is as determined as she is, as headstrong as she is, and refuses to go away no matter what she does. Can this unusual, kind, beautiful man transform beastly Sophie back into a human again before it's too late? Or will the rose wilt and seal Sophie's bitter curse forever? A tantalizing taste. This isn't about her at all, is it? I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It's about me and you, and showing me there's a price to be paid for crossing you, which, thanks to the power you seem to wield, is everything. She said nothing, so he needled her some more. Seems like a pretty drastic reaction to me catching you in your robe. She flew out of that chair and round to the desk. I don't know what you think you saw last night, but it changes nothing. He studied her for a moment before he stepped closer, closing the gap between them. No, he murmured. It was everything she could do not to step away from him. No, she confirmed. He leaned down. Their faces were inches apart. His dark gaze drilled into hers. You sure? She tipped her chin, which ultimately brought their faces even closer. His gaze dropped to her mouth, which made her stomach clank to her feet. She fought every impulse to clear her throat, lick her lips, stammer, or even gasp. She would not give 1 inch. Positive, she gritted between clenched teeth. His eyes met hers. You really turned out to be a cold-hearted bitch, didn't you, Pudgy? Her hand flew up to slap his face, but he easily caught her wrist. The strength in his hand as he held her took her breath away. She wasn't used to anyone standing up to her. No one had ever dared. But Fletcher Sullivan wasn't just anybody. He had the ability to tear down everything she had built, and he knew it. Damn him, he knew it. Hi, I'm author Ginger Voight. It is my very great pleasure to present to you my 31st published novel, Big Fat Bitch. Don't let the title scare you away. In true Ginger Voight fashion, I weave together a new kind of fairy tale, one that twists a tale as old as time around to answer an entirely new question. Can a beautiful man fall in love with a beastly woman, particularly one our society deems the most unlovable? Just like all the books you've come to love from me, including Groupie and the Fullerton Family Saga, I bring to you an emotional tale of love, regret, bitterness, and redemption, with characters that will stay with you long after you turn the last page. Join me, won't you? Pick up your copy of Big Fat Bitch at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, and Kobo. You can also request it at your local libraries. Thanks as always for your generous support. Sophie, Fletcher, and I look forward to hearing what you think about our story. Keep reading, everyone. Live large. Be fierce.